Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Hope you're ready to get this evening started. I hope you had the most amazing day. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. Don't forget, they can subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. If they don't want to do that, we have the books, the movies, we have all the things. Hey, Tammy. If they don't want to do any of that, tell them I said have the most amazing day ever. I hope they had the most amazing day. Have a good evening, honey. Be peaceful in this evening. How about that? How about that? So, y'all, I missed you guys yesterday, but I want to talk about, first of all, Sister Rise Retreat is coming up. So the link for it is posted there. And as well as if you would like to support the Fearless Morning Show in any shape, form, or fashion, you can always purchase a star, which should be in your top left corner. Hey, Lucky. So you can support the Fearless Morning Show there. So, on Friday, what is it?
I tried to shut the door and it really confused me.
On Friday, we talked about, if you missed the show Friday, listen, Friday's show was so good. It was really all for me. Like, I was really talking to myself. Like, if you missed it, please go back and watch Friday's show. It's called Restricted Faith. And it was absolutely, truly for me. And some of the things that I talked about. But tonight, I want to talk about the natural eye. I want to talk about the natural eye. And I want to talk about it in terms of your vision and how you're seeing things and how things are working out for you. So with your natural eye, right, you see things this way. You see them as you look out your window and you see them. With your mind's eye, you see things totally different. With your mind's eye, you see the possibility of the things. You see the end result of everything. You see your vision in your dream. But with your natural eye, you don't see that. And when we combine our restricted faith with the things that we see with our natural eye, then we can closely see what our vision looks like and where our vision is tunneled and where our vision is not allowed to expand and where we can add more to our vision. But if I'm saying with my natural eye, it's harder for me to be consistent seeing with my natural eye than it is to see with my mind's eye. So if I see with my natural eye and I see that it's hard at work, or that there's a problem with money, or there's this, whatever problem I'm facing, if I'm seeing that with my natural eye and I am trying to change or trying to do whatever, my consistency with the change is going to be very low, meaning I'm not going to be consistent with the change that I want to see. I'm going to keep changing my mind and or stop starting, meaning I'm going to start something and I'm going to stop it and I'm never going to finish it. But if I see with my mind's eye, my mental space, if I'm living in the end result, then what I see here doesn't affect what I'm doing because my consistency is in the end result. And in my mind's eye, none of this matters because this is what I'm living in. This is already so. So if you think about it in terms of your prayer life or thank you, Lucky. If you think about it in terms of your prayer life, with your natural eye, you will say a prayer and ask for a thing, and then you will assume that it's not coming. And then you will be consistent with doing the things that you said you didn't want to do, but you prayed for, but because your mind's eye cannot grasp it, you can't be consistent with the change you wanted to see. Insert losing weight, insert getting another job, insert starting a business, insert whatever that you've not been consistent with. Are you seeing it with your mind's eye or are you seeing it with your natural eye? And then if you take a minute to look at where you are right now, the consistency, the thing that's been showing up in your life consistently is proof of what you're seeing. It's proof of which mind that you're using. So if the same thing has been showing up, that's been showing up for the past 5 years, then your natural eye is leading you. If you're seeing something different, like if last year looks totally different from this year, or this year looks totally different from 2 years ago, then you're seeing with your mind's eye. And your consistency with doing the things that you said you wanted gives you more of that. And so as we're looking at our vision, as we're looking at how we see things, we got to ask ourselves, am I seeing this with my natural eye, or am I seeing this with my mind's eye, with my mental space, with the end result, with my I am statement, with knowing and understanding that my faith is not restricted, that I can have, be, and do whatever it is I said I can have, be, and do as I'm operating from that space. So your natural eye will show you what is your current reality. And in your natural eye, you will see all the things that's not working. You will be, and listen, I want us to be clear here that, hey, Margaret, good night. That when you're seeing with your natural eye, when you are seeing things with your natural eye, the stumbling blocks, the problems, the issues will be so dominant that you could not possibly understand. I wrote myself a note today. Let me put today's note on this too, today's date. It said, and this is going to go with this, for a moment, I forgot my possibilities because someone shared their impossibilities with me. And their impossibilities were so strong, I heard and felt their impossibilities, and they became mine. And they became my impossibilities because I knew and trusted the person who shared their impossibilities with me. And because I knew them and trusted them, I listened to their impossibilities, and their impossibilities became mine, and I forgot to see what was possible for myself. And because I forgot to see what was possible for myself, I started to see with my natural eye. I started, listen, with faith, and please go back and watch Friday's show where we talked about this restricted faith. That's really important. When you are looking at things with your mind's eye and not your natural eye, when you are looking at things with your mind's eye with the end in sight, logic cannot be applied. Common sense cannot be applied. Reality of what you're currently seeing cannot be applied to where you're going. Because where you're going, those things don't exist anyway. So if I am this thing that I just said, and I know I am that, then what I see with my natural eye doesn't affect me because I am already this thing. But if I'm seeing with my natural eye, I'm going to have problems. I'm going to have issues. I'm going to have pullback. I'm going to have so many things that I'm going to have to deal with that's going to keep me focused here, that now the consistency of my natural eye is going to overtake my mind's eye, and I'm never going to reach my final goal. Absolutely, Lucky. It sure can. So if I already have restricted faith, right, and I'm seeing with my natural eye, your prayer life does not require that you see your current reality. Pick anybody in the Bible. It all requires for them to see with another eye other than this one. Every last one of them, it required them to look at the possibilities instead of seeing what was right in front of them. Pick somebody. I dare you to pick a person in the Bible and show me where they had to look at something else other than their current reality. Y'all know my favorite one is Joshua and the giants. He could not face his current reality of saying that there are giants over there. He dealt with his I am statement, and he lived from that end because he went down there to where the giants were and said, this is where I belong. What y'all doing here? And because he did that, he saw with his mind's eye and not his natural eye. When you think about this, when you're starting your business, when you're hosting a retreat, when you're doing a program, when you're starting a membership, when you're writing another book, when you're doing these things, I, JoJo, cannot see this with my natural eye. I'm seeing this with my mind's eye. So when I hire the marketing person and I hire the VA, it's not with this eye. It's not with these glasses and the red hair. It is with my mind's eye that I am operating from a different space. So what I see here doesn't even affect me. That's none of my business what's here. And you have to be so intentional and methodical about knowing that what is currently here is not real, that people are really going to say, JoJo, you about crazy. And you're going to be okay with that. And you're going to be like, yeah, because this here ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Sister Rod's Retreat is sold out. It's open for 6 women. It's sold out. Me seeing the reality of whatever I'm seeing it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I'm over here and I'm operating from this space. Absolutely, Margaret. My consistency, your consistency of showing up however you choose tells you which I that you're seeing with. If you're consistently showing up with I can't, I don't know, and all the things, then that's the mind's eye. That's your mind's eye. If you're operating outside, that's your natural eye. If you're operating in your I am, and that your prayer is answered, and this is so, then you're operating in your mind's eye. It has got to be stronger. There's no other way around. But you've got to be consciously, intentionally aware of what you're saying, aware of what you're seeing, and aware of what you're doing. And if you don't want to do that, then you're working through your mind's eye. Through your natural eye. You have forgotten your possibility of the things. And if somebody else gave you their impossibilities, honey, you ain't even, let me tell you, this is what I realized today. I didn't even have to call them to tell them you gave me some impossibilities. I didn't. I didn't have to text them and say you gave me some impossibilities. I didn't have to write a note. I didn't have to work my way through it. I just said, oh, they gave me some impossibilities. I don't like that. And I dropped them. I want to see with my mind's eye and not my natural eye. And my mind's eye requires me to stay in the possibility of things. And if you're not willing to live there, then your natural eye is ruling. So on this great, most amazing evening, I hope you were peaceful, period, honey. I hope you had the most amazing day ever. Come on, Margaret. Listen, you put them out there in the recycle, and you don't even want to put them in the recycle. Put them out there in the trash so I can pick them up tomorrow. Take them to the landfill, because them impossibilities ain't serving nobody else. They ain't serving you. They darn sure ain't going to serve nobody else except for the person who gave them to you. And they gave them to you because they are exhausting for them to carry. So they was like, I need to share my impossibilities with somebody else. I don't want them. Y'all, I am in such a space, and I've yet to put this in words. I'm going to attempt to put it in words now. I am in such a space now, a desperate space, not a desperate, but such an intentional, conscious space now of my friends and the people around me. I'm so intent on that I am feeding the energy and putting out there the new people that I want in my space. And these new people that I need and want in my space. Y'all remember last week when we talked about when you allow them in your space, what value are they adding to your life, and what value are you adding to their life, and what value do you want them to bring, and you list that out. I'm so intentional with that because listen, I love my friends. I'm not trading them. I'm not trading my friends in, but I am inviting more opportunities and possibilities in that harness and grow the Yamitra Jojo Waddell, that is the new, that is not this same person. And when I tell you that feeling is overwhelming, it is, I don't even know what other word to say, that I am seeking out those other like-minded people, not even in business, but in life journey. That's the intensity. Yes, that's the word. Intensity is what I'm looking for. I like that word. Thank you, Margaret. Intensity. And I'm so focused on it. Sometimes I cry. I cry on the way to work. I cry when I get home, when I go to bed, when I wake up, because it is so on me, so heavy to have a different atmosphere around me that I don't even know what to do. So I've reached out to some friends who are on this journey, who've been on this journey, who have done some things that I'm trying to do, and I've shared it with them. And I couldn't even find the words. Margaret, thank you. The word is intensity. That I'm so desperate for that now. Not desperate, but so intent on finding that intensity and that energy to match what I'm putting out. And that I'm open for all of that. But I cannot do it, friend, with other people's impossibilities. There cannot be Sister Rice Retreat with other people's impossibilities. No matter how they gift it and wrap it up in love and give it to me. That's their impossibilities. It is not mine. I cannot do the Fearless Morning Show wrapped up in somebody else's impossibilities, whether they say I'm playing devil's advocate, and there is no such thing as playing devil's advocate. That's you giving me your insecurities because that's what you would think if it was you. But in my possibilities, I don't have that issue. Yes, Margaret. Oh, God, yes. And I'm absolutely working on it. Absolutely working on it. With intensity. And all the energy that comes with that intensity. So if you're seeing something with your natural eye, if you're seeing with your natural eye, that means every problem, and y'all know I hate to get out the paper, but I feel like I need to. If you're seeing things with your natural eye, oh, and I picked up the right one. If you're seeing things with your natural eye, this is where you are. You are saying your I am, but your natural eye is only seeing your mountain of problems. If you're seeing it with your mind's eye, it supersedes anything that you can see with your natural eye. And your level of understanding, the more I increase my level of understanding, the more it supersedes, and I live over here in the end result. Because my natural eye, I see this. I say I have faith, and then I look at my mountain of problems because I'm looking at my current reality. When I say I am, and I am looking at with my mind's eye, I supersede all of this, and I am up and over and living over there. This is real life, okay? This is your faith level. This is your faith. When you say I am, your faith level either increases or it keeps you here, and you begin to see with your level, with your mind's eye. This is your level of understanding. Remember, your abundance is going to meet you. Your faith increases, and your abundance increases here. All of that supersedes any problem that you may have, and you live in the end result. Thank y'all to Rosie for drawing these out. Y'all remember we went through this over the summer? So if you're seeing with your mind's eye, you supersede anything that's sitting in your current reality. It does not apply to you. It cannot. Period. But if you're seeing with your natural eye, you're seeing with your natural eye, friend, the only thing you're going to see is this mountain of problems. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Ain't no good men. I ain't got a job. I lost my job. Ain't no more job. I ain't got no friends. I ain't. This is where you live. So on this great, most amazing day, I hope you're a peaceful period, honey. I hope you had the most amazing day ever. And if it was an amazing day, honey, let's end this night on a high note. Let's end the night living well with ease. Let's end this night in your mind's eye and write out what it is that you want to see and what are you going to be consistent with showing yourself is in your mind's eye. So when you write the vision and make it plain, when you write the vision, it has always got to be before you. So do you have it anywhere where you can see it? Is it visible for you? Even when you're in your car, is it visible? When you take out your wallet, is it visible? When you wake up, when you go to sleep, is it visible? Or do you just write it down and stick it back in your notebook on a piece of paper, never to open up again to the next year? And by the way, Happy New Year. Spring was, first day of spring was yesterday. Official New Year has begun. So on this great, most amazing day, I hope you were peaceful, period. Honey, I hope your soul was full of sunshine. Can y'all see that? Isn't that cute? Soul full of sunshine. I wish that for you. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them to YouTube channel. They can binge watch and subscribe to the Phyllis Morning Show over there, as well as the podcast, the books, the movies, all the things. And of course, I'd love to have you join me at Sister Rise. The link is up below. If you'd like to support the Phyllis Morning Show, you have stars up there that you can purchase. I think they're 99 cents to purchase a star. If you want to do any of that, honey, just send your well wishes. Don't send your impossibilities. Send your well wishes and your limitlessness, and we will gladly receive that. So think about, are you seeing with your mind's eye, or are you seeing with your natural eye? And then figure out the difference. Write it down. Make this a square up exercise. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. What are you seeing with your natural eye as opposed to your mind's eye? And then figure out which way you're about to go. So I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Have a good one.